I have been testing the solar wireless backup camera from Foxpark that they sent us for a review, and I've been pretty happy with it. I've had it mounted for a couple of months now. I'm going to talk about a few things that I really like about it and a couple of things that you just need to keep in mind. They're not necessarily really negatives, but I felt like I needed to find something to balance this review out because not everything is perfect. The number one thing this unit has going for it is that it is solar and wireless. That means that you do not have to run wiring to keep the camera charged, and you do not have to run wiring to get the signal or to get the video from the camera up to the monitor that it comes with. So two big things right there. If you don't want to worry about having to figure out wiring, if you don't have room to run wiring, if you don't have the vehicle, it's easy to install. It is a license plate mounted unit, so it goes onto the screws of your license plate, although I'll talk about that more in just a minute here. And then it is chargeable either by a USB plug or with its built-in solar panel. And I charged it, like I said, I've had it a couple of months now. When it first arrived, I charged it up to full, and then I mounted it on the van. I have not had to recharge it with a cord since then. The solar unit has taken care of it. That solar panel is a good size for the size of the camera and the power that it uses, because the power draw is only there when it's on. And so that is a minimal amount, and it's not really using any power when it's on standby. So what I have found is we've been in Texas now for about a month or so, and so we've had more sun than maybe we would have had in the wintertime in Michigan. But I think that it's going to recharge pretty quickly if you have any amount of sunlight or light coming through for the solar. As I said, I haven't had to recharge it with a cord. Not only have I not had to recharge it, the thing's never left full battery. So the solar mount is working really well for that. Having that kind of battery reliability is super important when you have a wireless camera, because there is no power going to it from your vehicle like it might be if it was an installed unit or if a wired unit. The other thing to keep in mind for a wireless unit is that it is broadcasting the video signal from the camera to your monitor screen, and there can be a delay on some of those. I have found the delay to be very minimal, and that is important. And I'm using the camera in a little bit different way that I'll get to in just a minute here. But, not having that delay when you are backing into a space is going to be super important, and I think you're going to find that it is very minimal, and that should work really well for you. The other positive I have noticed about this camera is that it is very waterproof. I've been through heavy rainstorms with it. I've washed the van with it on there. I've had no issues whatsoever. I believe it's IP69 rated, which is pretty solid for what they need and what you would need for this type of a unit, and that's really good to see that. And then the other thing that I like about it is the quality of the video. It is a 1080p system, and so I have found both during the day and the night, it works well for giving you a nice, clear picture. It's nice and sharp. It's got good color on it. And so, like I said, I've been very happy with it for what I've been using it for, and I think you'd have good uses for it too. As I mentioned earlier, nothing is perfect, and this unit has some things that you might want to think about if you're going to purchase it. One is it is a license plate mounted camera, so it's going to just attach with the screws that you have your license plate mounted with, and it comes attached to the bracket that you're going to use. The one downside to that is because it has the solar panel built into it, it's a bit larger than what you might be used to for license plate mounted cameras. And in our case on the van, if I had wanted to use it on the rear license plate, it would not have worked for us because it's simply too large for the area where our license plate is. On the van, the license plate is recessed into the door, and that recessed area simply was too tight for me to mount it back there. I'm not using it there anyway, and I'll show you why in just a second. But the advantage that Foxpark has for you if you run into that situation is it comes with double-sided tape, heavy-duty tape that you could use. You could mount it somewhere other than on the license plate. And you can also purchase separately a magnet mount. So if that's what you want to do, that might be a great solution for people. So I like that it's set up to be a super simple installation on your license plate, but if for whatever reason your vehicle doesn't accommodate that very well, they've already thought ahead. They've sent you the tape that you can use, and they do have a magnet mount available that you can purchase. Another thing to keep in mind on this wireless unit is that it is not going to come on automatically because it is wireless. Since it's not wired into your vehicle, it has no idea what gear your car is in. So a lot of times people are used to backup cameras where when you put the vehicle into reverse, the camera turns on. That is not the case here because it is wireless. Now, The cord that it comes with plugs into your DC plug on your dash, and right on the edge of that plug is the button to turn the camera on. It's easy to get to. I find no problem just reaching over and hitting that button to turn the unit on, and I think you'll just get used to doing that. The other thing I like that Foxpark did is that they allowed you to change the settings for how long the camera stays on. So you hit the button, the camera stays on, it's set to go off after 45 seconds. That's generally going to be more than enough for somebody backing into a space. But let's say you're using it to back your vehicle up to hook up your trailer, your RV, whatever you're trying to do, and you want it on for a little bit longer. You can adjust that up to 60 seconds or 90 seconds before the unit turns off. Again, this unit turns off automatically, which means you cannot use it as a permanent rear view camera. I've gotten used to, on the Airstream, there's a built-in camera in the back, and I can just turn it on and leave it on. So when I'm driving down the road, if I want to see what's going on with traffic or in the lanes behind me, I just flip that on and I can see. In this case, you would have to turn the unit on. Maybe you set it for the maximum of 90 seconds and you'd have plenty of viewing time for what's going on behind you, but then it's going to turn off. That could be a positive for some people. Maybe you don't want to have that camera on all the time and having it as a distraction. I tend to not leave ours on the Airstream all the time because it can be distracting having it on the dash. So it's really kind of a personal preference for you, but you do need to keep in mind that if you're going to use it while traveling down the road, you're going to have to turn it on, and then it'll go off, and you can turn it on periodically as you need to. In my original unboxing video for this camera, and in this video, I have suggested that I am using it slightly different than you might as a backup camera. And what I have done is I have mounted it on our front license plate, and I'm using it as a video camera for the front of the van. It's worked really well for that. The idea here was that I have a backup camera already installed on this van. It came standard equipment. So I use that when I'm backing up to get the trailer, when I'm backing up anywhere else into a parking spot. It works just great, and I didn't need to really duplicate it. But I thought what would be really nice, especially when we take this van out boondocking in some of the rougher roads or some of the backcountry areas, I would like to be able to see what's going on immediately in front of the bumper, areas that I can't see looking out over the hood when you're driving. So I installed this on the front license plate bracket, and it has done exactly what I wanted it to do. It is giving me a view forward on the van when I am driving, when I am maybe on a dirt road or a rougher area and I'm trying to avoid potholes or bumps, whatever it is, or just know that something is coming so that I can be ready for it. If we're off two-tracking somewhere, I'm going to see if there's rocks in the way, that kind of a thing. That's what I really like about that. One of the advantages I did not mention for this camera is that it is tiltable. So the camera tilts quite a ways up or down on the mounting bracket, depending on what you need. So they do that because every vehicle is a little bit different in terms of its height. And when you put it on the license plate, you might need to adjust it in order to get the best view. One of the things I like about that is I'm able to take it and tip it down. So I'm not getting a straight view from the front of the van. I'm getting just a little bit tilt down. And that allows me, again, to see the road in front of me. It has been really handy at times if I'm pulling into parking spaces forward where there's a curb or one of those concrete parking bumpers that's there. I know exactly where my bumper is, and as that approaches anything, I'm seeing it on the camera. I mentioned earlier that there is just a slight delay. The only time I've noticed that to be an issue is when I am driving forward, and that's because I'm going at a little faster clip than you would be if you're backing into a parking space. So I don't think if you're going as slow as you would be when you're backing into a parking space or you're backing up to hook up your trailer, that delay is going to be insignificant enough that I wouldn't worry about it. When you're going forward, I've noticed a slight delay, but again, if I'm off-road with it somewhere or I'm pulling into a parking space forward and need to see what's happening ahead of me, then I'm going slow enough and the delay, again, is inconsequential. Overall, I am very happy with this camera. I think it's a great unit, and if you're looking for a backup camera, or maybe you're looking for a camera to mount to the front of your vehicle like we did, the Foxpark is one that I think you should check out and see if it's going to work for you. It has a lot of things going for it. It's a good quality camera in terms of the way it's made, from what I can tell anyway, and also for the video that it provides to you. So it could prove to be very helpful and very handy for you if you need that camera to be able to see behind you or in front of you. If you want to get multiple units, they actually have it set up so that you could mount 2 cameras in 2 different locations and run them through the same monitor. That monitor will give you a split screen so that you can see both cameras at the same time. And hey, if you're mounting it to a truck for off-road use, or you're mounting it to an RV and you want to have a rear view, a side view, a front view, a combination of whatever, get the magnet mount, use the sticky tape, find a way to mount it with screws. It's got a lot of different options. It's got a lot of different ways to use it. See if it'll work for you. In the meantime, keep on trekking, and we'll see you out there.